welcome to today's show. I am your girl Sarah, and today I'm with Karma and Erin. Welcome to the show, guys. Thank you. So on today's diary, we're going to look on the causes of the increased cases of suicide among people. I'd like Karma to take this in. What's your view on this? What are some of the causes?
I feel like the youths at where we're getting to are like obliged to so many things, and our minds are like open for so much, and we tend to put in a lot and we don't let it out. So the more we put in a lot, some of us tend to go in the direction of committing
And just
suicide.
before you get to that, when you talk of the youth, in which age bracket are we talking about?
I feel like we're talking about the age bracket of teens, and let's say about, yes, and let's say about 27, a teen and 27, somewhere that, about that, roughly 26. Yeah. Because remember, keeping in mind that's someone who's like in campus. 27, someone is still in campus.
Yeah, that's 27.
Postgraduate. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the age of the youth, and I feel like how I said before, we put in a lot and letting it out. It's like we don't have the freedom, or we're not like we're held up by this chain. And we have so many options of how to get out of this, but we decide to go the direction of suicide. Yeah.
I also feel like, okay, I think this is the period where a lot is happening in our lives. Between teenagehood and maybe the age of 27, right? It is at this moment there is transition, movement, and change from one stage to another. This is the time you're supposed to make concrete decisions about your life. Be it school life, living life, and peer groups, right? And even the high expectations that are confronted to us from the society,
and from everything.
I think this usually trigger some amount of, let's say, some reactions, let's say anger, frustrations, and this much suicide, right?
No, when I'm to pay pressure at such a young age, like, hi, I'm supposed to be like, okay, for that age bracket, maybe we say how the mentality which we have, especially that age bracket of a campus person, umalize shule, upate job, uweze kukick in, you're living in Druda, these lavish places. Then umalize shule, hakuna job, mzazi wako hii ni ile point, mzazi anangoja utoke kwa nyumba, kuna job, kuna any side hustle, plus pia wao unapata wengine hata hawakuguide on how to go about it. So unapata like the pressure, how it seems, the pressure is getting worse. So unapata like there's that pressure, the societal pressure. At 27, if you're a man or a woman. A woman, especially a woman. At 27, you're supposed to be married, having kids. So then like, unaenda ushago uko bado hujaza, inakaribia kati na bado hujaza ama bado kuna bwana. So unapata like vitu kama hizo zinapea like mse pia your suicidal thoughts like, hey, especially if you are peers. You have a friend, she's married, she's living well, working, the husband is like, hey babe, can we go to a trip? Like, can we go for a trip this weekend? Like, yeah, go, by the time we have 30% trip. It's a bit struggle, sir.
Maybe we can shift to the pettiest matters that cause suicide. Come on, break up.
Relationship.
That's not petty. No.
Relationship is petty.
No, it's not petty.
How can you kill yourself for love?
And you're writing,
It is
you're not even married. Unajua kama ingekuwa unajiwa divorce, it could be.
No, I divorce now it's petty. I feel like divorce now it's petty because both of you signed the agreement. But for a breakup, I don't feel like it's petty. You know,
that's a point.
Because the things that you had done for love before, it's like now transition to this fact that now this person is leaving me. Now I'm doing this for love. I'm killing myself because of
love.
Okay, what do you mean someone would have done to you
at
a teenage, let's say age, you unaweza sema anajua je amelifanyia hizo mambo zote. Not even gotten married.
No, maybe let's say not like petty in that way. Maybe in a manner whereby the person replaced you with like a friend. Maybe to say petty, let's say cheating. That's petty. Me can't kill myself because someone cheated on me. That's what's around the world. Or petty.
What if the man was like, hey, Karma, I just don't want this relationship. He hasn't cheated, like haja cheat ama anything, hakuna any external factor. Akatamke. Karma leo sitaki, Staki to date,
Like uphill. Then you go
will
and
you keep yourself?
No, I'll just cry.
Like, you know, get to a message relationship is a petty thing.
it's a bit of thing.
Just
Keep yourself for.
You know, men are becoming extinct.
Extinct?
Yes. So, you know, imagine losing this guy. No, for real. Imagine
How?
losing this
How
one.
are they
How?
getting
Like science has proven.
But we
The
can
lady-
share.
We can share.
We can share.
Like literally, you're sure you're gonna wait on a serious note. You're sure you're gonna be there with the guy, keeping in mind that you're like both two of you in the
We
relationship.
are two chillers in a relationship, and I know, and you're not cheating. Like truly, I know there's another chile. Si sawa basi. Especially
Sawa.
okay.
Me don't
Sawa.
even tell me, my guy. Do not even tell me.
Me too.
Just
Just
like,
You know, that's like a threesome. That's
Or
like a
another
threesome,
person because okay, I would prefer a second person. I want to be in a like polygamous relationship. Now will you either kill yourself or go kill that man? On that we talk about it.
Kill myself or kill that man.
Withdraw.
Let me see. I can't commit murder. Me, I kill the person. Me, I kill myself. Yeah, mashallah, alhamdulillah, I cannot. I love myself. I'd rather kill the person and then go away with it. Go and stay in Mexico.
No.
When you have proper connections.
Aye.
See, it's two choices. Would you rather kill yourself or kill the man?
the side chick.
No, yourself or the man. You kill yourself or the man.
Let me vibe.
None, you withdraw from the relationship.
No, you have two options.
The man.
Thank you.
Even in a middle stage.
Although I don't
never
remember
just appear.
You see, just the man never chase a me.
So yeah, okay. Did you get like see on this topic whereby I think it was Cassie last week, 2 weeks ago, like high school student murdered herself. Yeah, she was a Chile. She killed herself because like the teachers gave her a punishment of shaving the hair.
Yes.
And that thing is so traumatizing. Like, kwa nguo nyoe. Okay, I see get the angle of that Chile fish, she's not around. But just assuming this. But how can like someone
It's petty.
kill? Okay.
Could you
I would
kill
put it in
yourself
a
for shaving?
petty. I would say it's a
I
petty.
don't
It's a
understand why
factor.
someone would have such a bond with hair. Why would you?
What's on your head?
Because of
How long
that.
have you had that hair for?
You know, I shaved my hair because of the teachers back in class 6.
Okay.
Year 3 or 6, the next day was okay. So like, you can say like maybe unusual because of the hair. Maybe there was some other.
Those,
There's
yeah.
something we're not told.
Or maybe alikuwa naingiliwa na hao walimu. And then they kept on like, walisema tu wamke siku moja and they're like, you know what, you go shave your hair.
Or maybe something to do with her self-esteem. Maybe I'm gonna feel hair.
Yeah,
Kill or something is there the represent a lot. Hey, what happened? Shots with you guys.
But
What happened?
But there's also this other story of a girl in Bishop Katigo. She had killed herself in school due to the fact that, I don't know, it was something to do with the parents and all. So she wrote the suicide note. Then she wrote down there, thank you, mom. And it was the only child.
Oh,
The only child. Literally the only child. Okay, me, I'm not gonna say what I said at first about people dying like if today. I'm not gonna say that. But I feel like if at all God like saw you doing this act, and maybe he was like, your time to suffer has come to an end.
But still, no, suicide is not the only option to go about.
Yeah.
No, it's not the only option, but you know that time maybe she wasn't given another option. Maybe there was no one to like literally talk to. You know, Sarah, you don't have to like look at these extra things, these things that are surrounding it. Because you can't just wake up one time, you're like, I mean, I'm so depressed, I can't do this anymore. And then all of a sudden you say, let me just kill myself. Okay, I'm not making it's not a joke. There's this meme that says, there's this guy who went, okay, to just like ease the tension, there's this guy who went and hung himself on a branch. And then instead of him dying, the branch grew. And then Hapochini RIP to the branch. So sometimes if it works, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be well and good, but if I tell you chose that path, you chose that path. Because you know you guys did not give the person the opt. Like if I tell you don't do this, then what? Let me tell you, you go to a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist actually makes things better, like gives you options. anakusaidia
So
sana
that these are
But I
these.
think we should not get to that point. Like our setting should be better than that. I feel like okay, most of these people who commit suicide, one must have undergone at least one mental disorder. I feel like if there was more advocates for mental health and everything, mtu hangekuwa anafika hiyo point ya chini. I don't have any other option other than suicide.
Then like the issues of guidance and counseling, especially in schools, because like to know easy to that has happen majorly in school. In schools whereby you find like a person has been broken, they kill themselves. A person has been told to do certain punishment, they kill themselves. What if like now the peers or our parents or the teachers like look at this angle whereby like they have a guidance and counseling session with like students, help them like mentor them mentally in issues concerning like the societal pressure,
The expectations.
the expectations. If these people are given a proper channel, I think like we can reduce the number of
You're
suicides
sure.
in Kenya.
Because it has been there. These forums have been there in high schools.
You
What about
like
you?
in your high school?
In your
How
high
was
school.
your guidance and counseling teacher? You go there.
No, like
they
they call
start-
people. They call people inside the present.
Sisters, then you have to cause some stuff from Kenya guidance and counseling teacher.
Namango, afadhali niende, you know, that's why I feel like it's good to be in a Catholic school. Mimi afadhali I just go to the, I don't know, it's the Pope, or I just confess my sins to this person. There, like, he can't see me the whole time. I just assume I don't really know whether it's the real. I just talk to that. I just feel like I've aired it out. Rather than coming to this other person who I know is going to do a shout out. Shout out to you all. So there's
But
this.
then I get like most of the high schools in our country are not like the Catholic churches, so like the Catholic schools. So you feel like umeambia guidance and counseling teacher story ama like any mental I wouldn't say any mental, any like like a mentor who was supposed to be your mentor, but the time imefika lunch stuff yote walimu wanakuja kutafuta wewe ni nani. So like I think also confidentiality like with our peers, those people who are supposed to guide us, like they should maintain that. Ndio kwa maana like even watu wengi wanaogopa ku approach the elders because you'll be the top of the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to like this approach by our teachers. Like however wanaita mtu like personally, Sarah, I've noted maybe you're down or something, come to the office, talk to me. Like there wasn't that thing. Maybe if it gets the extreme matter, but every time my teacher used to come to class, yes, it's a lesson, but in the course of the lesson, the teacher improvises or anafanya
Put something.
put something.
But you know,
Regarding your
those people
mental health.
are one in a million.
I used to have such teachers in our school.
You're
So, like,
lucky. The
okay,
people
in
who
class,
suffer
like,
these things
and
will be
maybe you were low, maybe after the class you feel very charged. So I think maybe these civil servants that serve in public places, or maybe if you're involved in public speaking, you can just say something, you can English a word, then someone who maybe intended to do suicide, out of maybe that word, that person maybe can change his or her mind.
suicide. Love is suicidal. Post-traumatic stress disorder, all this. People overdosing on drugs so that they can try and get themselves out of this.
Yeah.
The pain.
Going out, the pain. Your friends are there, they're like, oh, he hurt you. The only way to get you out of that is taking you out, and you come back. Yeah, you come back and some move on. It's hard. The people who suffer it because of defeat feel defeated. You've been getting straight A's the whole time, straight A's the whole time. You've been getting like semester all through, and then bang, you
gotta see.
just drop.
Yeah.
You just kill yourself. Or like how Erin had said, you do a comparison with you and some other person. I feel like you're not supposed to do that. How many people have killed themselves because of that? For example, Rena Bahati is depressed.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. I actually DM'd him. I was like, hi Bahati,
Aww.
I am a fan. I listen to your music. I'm just asking whether you're okay. I don't know if they're gonna see this, but everything is going to be fine. And we come a little story happen. Because I literally went and confirmed. I checked his post. I literally went to his Instagram story after I saw him because if he had deleted all his photos.
Imagine over 800 posts.
I was like, what? I'm like, no, this is not nice. I felt like crying. I'm like, this is not good. And then, is it ringtone? What's
Aboko.
has the guy? He comes here and then he now laughs out. He spills everything. Oh, me, I feel like he wasn't supposed to do that. I don't know whether.
Yeah, that's a Bahati story to tell.
That was his story to tell and Diana's story to tell.
But you know one thing about these celebrities, they always take advantage of a situation.
Yeah.
For clout. Maybe Rachel was just using clout.
Maybe, probably, you never know. So, you see, in that situation, if Bahati gets out of it, I actually would be so proud of him. Because it's not easy to get. People love you, but then they don't choose you. Your love, my guy.
It's life.
No.
People can love you but still don't choose you.
Sure.
Bruh, meaning I
Really
was in
love-
Form 1.
Well, the other play.
I was in Form 1. I was supposed to be the prefect of that class. Still, it hurts me. You have this chill, we were 52 in the class. Me, I am so sure when I entered that school, I was loved by almost everyone, even the head girl, my guy. And then in that class, some people, a high percent of those people liked me. And for some reason, this teacher did not. So when alikuwa nafungwa papers people have chosen, when ikafika here mwisho, this chile had like two, one ahead of me. And it was like one behind. So it was this paper to determine. So suddenly the paper is being opened. Do you know what the teacher says? The teacher says there are two names written here, so it's a spoiled vote. Do you know what me? I cried for a week. Because that thing has me till date. You're cherished by people, and then all of a sudden, boom, they do not choose you. You see, you feel defeated. You feel like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm not like you're looking at people. Yes, a perfect seat. I'm trying to look with Bahati now.
But I feel he shouldn't be in that state.
Yeah, he shouldn't. He doesn't
Because
deserve
if you
to.
look at it, maybe in the political field, and I found that someone like Raila by this is loved.
Raila is loved by
He was
people.
never chosen.
Well,
So if you're sure he was never chosen, he
Okay,
was
I know.
chosen.
He was not chosen because he's not there. Because he's not there.
that's Kenyan politics, guys. So we can't go that really.
And also, I feel Erin and Karma. You see, even these people who commit suicide, there's something about their personality. I mean, these are people who have, I wouldn't say poor, but it's poor problem-solving skills than some of their peers. Like, for you to get to a point where in which you have no other option than killing yourself, which means you have some poor problem-solving skills and some rigid thinking. You see, these people who once they think their things in either black or white, it's either totally good or totally bad, right? So whenever that rigidness and I think that is one of the causes of suicide.
I feel like, apparently, you know these people who are like, I don't know, it happens. You might see me smiling, but you don't know what's behind the face, or you might see there's a person who can be genuinely sad and show that, oh my gosh, I'm so sad. Like, you can notice what's wrong with you. And those people are like hyper maybe. They're gonna tend to remove their sorrows with people. And then now when they come back to themselves, they just don't have anyone. They feel like they can't let it out.
Alone.
Yeah, they can't let it out. And then you listen to Juice WRLD, you listen to this guy called Tom Hacklows or something. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I fit with this guy. Some people listen to music to let it out so that they can vibe with it. Some people will cut themselves until they feel like, you know what, I feel the pain when I'm doing this. And then now this other set of people now they kill. They tend to commit suicide. And I feel it's not fair. By the time that person has gone to take that knife, that person is so sober. The mind iko sawa, see actually I'm a cheesy. And maybe that person tried airing it out. The person tried talking to someone Erin on a serious note. And then the person maybe was like told, these things happen.
Yeah,
I don't like being told that. These things happen, you're growing up to respect. What's that? I tried telling myself, actually so many people have said that, so why would you tell me that? Or like, it's an age, your time is coming, or something like that.
It's something you have to pass through.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like
a phase of life.
Phase of life.
Some of the things we're told.
Simone have faces. First you change, you can't predict.
Yeah, you can't.
The same way you can't predict the future. You get. And you don't know.
I'm trying to consider this factor. Some people say, do you think it's the rich kids or the, I don't want to call them poor, but the less fortunate kids that kill themselves?
Both. I promise you both. Even the
For
school
me,
kids,
it's like the rich kids.
For the rich
more than the
poor kid.
I don't know why these kids have everything at their doorstep.
No poor, but
No, they don't
let me
have
just
some.
put it like middle class.
Unajua wao wako chill au wamechapa life.
Tumezoea life play economy napata tuko way kaende.
Then they don't have, I don't know, okay, they don't I feel like those, okay, maybe some of them strategize, some of them don't. Not the little, or they just tend to let it out with, I don't know, big jabber.
Wacha
Misleading.
tuweza.
Or they just zone off because they know their life, yeah, they relax. Wako freelancing because wanajua mimi nimemaliza chuo, mimi I have gotten this grade, so I'm just chilling money, chill vibe kaja kupata hapo kesha ni yani ni bango mani cha marafiki nifanya branch
Hapo mende.
no. Yeah, and then there's this other rich kid now. Ako hapo kuna mikakati kama I have school, I'm supposed to go to school, I'm supposed to make my parents proud. The person is doing the course not because of themselves.
You want to be like your parents.
Yes, the parents are pressuring you, they chose the course for you.
Hey, go ahead.
But then
Yes.
there's that problem.
Yes.
When you come from a rich kid, your mom wants you to do law, and
Yes.
it's law, even
And
if
it's
you
low, and you want to be a DJ.
Yeah.
You want to be a DJ. You want to be a
You
DJ.
cast out. Hey.
And see, you get what I'm saying?
Bring that to
I feel like that's how it is. Or like maybe the pressure now from the friends, and then they're so unajua hao wamefungiwa. So they're sort of kuna wengine wamefungiwa. So when they're let out to make adventure.
See the life.
Your adventure with the guy.
Yeah.
The guy says, yeah, ni mtu mzuri. Yeah, she's a nice person, brought up. He's a nice person, nice guy. And then Testesi anasikia, you replace me with someone else. And yeye hajazoea, amezoea. I am the only person. Nini hadi mwenye alikuwa na drop. Then boom, that happens.
Then I feel like I would say some of them are spoiled. So
Yes.
when it reaches a point things have not gone their way, or mom has not done this for me,
Yeah.
like they
I
feel
want to
frustrated.
keep myself.
If you
You get used to something and then now you can't get used to that thing anymore. That thing is not there. It's like you get used to a parent and then the parent dies.
Yeah, sure.
God forbid. Or you get used to your brother and then you can't feel that person anymore.
Or you get used to, hey, dad, me want this. Then at night, I shall
Tells you, no, you're supposed to work for your own
future, that's how
Your
cry.
own money.
Yeah, and then that's when you're like, no,
Me, I'll cry.
you see. So I feel like
After
that's
the parents will tell you, it's not my right to give you this and but I'm giving it to you for your own future.
Yeah, be a kid. I should be a kid.
But that's
You're
your
right.
right.
It's
That's the who went and told the step parents, you write my bill. Right now you give me my money. You don't love me, you dislike me, you give me my money. You know those step parents are like, you know what? We're not giving you anything. And then she's like, you're not giving me anything? Wait. Hold up. The next day the parents were dead. And then the child, the chile had a twin. Akaenda akatafuta twin, akamleta huko, akamwambia we swap positions. Then apparently she didn't know the whole time that the parents were like dead in the bedroom. And then this lady now went after now the
They were
mom.
dead. They were killed or
They were killed by the girl.
Oh.
Like she was used to this. Then all of a sudden, because she's growing and then she has changed, they're like, you know, we're not giving you anything for money.
So she gets mad.
Yes, it's not her, she doesn't kill herself. Now she kills them.
Maybe we should try and maybe focus on the solutions, possible solutions to is
Just
the,
say-
to reduce the case. Because if you look at the worldwide records, like
Mhm.
over 800,000 people die in a year.
Yeah.
But the
Because of
solution is so simple. Like, if you have
If it was simple,
it's
yeah.
this simple.
If it was
If it was
every-
listen to my statement. It's this simple. At the same time, it's in a complex structure. It's simple in that there are very many like mental health places, programs,
You
services.
can even access them online. If I had the
But now you get at this economy, you find like people now have monetized everything.
Mhm.
So you get like a person can't afford to go to like the mental services. So the only option someone gets, you opt for suicide because no one will help you, no one cares. The society has monetized everything. And the people close to you, you can't go tell your friend, look how many I'm gonna suffer. Okay. No, me, not you personally. Nitaisha, nitakuwa like, so nasumbuka nini maisha, and it's a freelance life. So unapata like, you have friends like me I laugh, they're like, hey, we come to a solution. Other friends will be like, hey, by the time umefika usiku relate yetu yote tutakuwa tunajua suffer. So unapata like options ziko though like ni limited to some people. For the middle class and the lower class, we can't afford going for those mental services just like the rich kids. Then you also find the rich kid pia yeye hataki kuwekewa ile hapo na a mental issue, hataki kwa like the only person with the mental issue, so hakuji kutoa issues zake.
Karma, what do you think some of the solutions to suicide?
I feel like first of all, suicide should never be an option. It will never be an option. But me, I can tell you, you cut yourself. Just do not kill. Just cut whatever you're cutting, but do not kill yourself, man. Let me tell you something. It's traumatizing. It's bad. You wake up in the morning, you cry for like 2 hours. Me, I can tell you for like 2 hours straight, and there's no one to talk to. There is no one. You can't tell your mom. You feel like she will not understand. You can't tell the maid nae akona zake. Yes, you just lock yourself in the room, you cry, you sleep, whatever. You can't yourself. Do not be English. Yeah, yes, that's actually a solution.
Yeah, that's a solution.
You swap.
For me.
You go to YouTube, man.
I go to Billy's page.
Go to Billy's page and look at that chili.
You cry.
Or Selena.
But remember the riot, I guess the riot brings out different life stories.
Yes.
You get to put them on a little bit.
As in one
Let's
say,
take
or Juswal, he didn't want to die. He did not. And then it just came to a point where he found this wonderful lady, and they moved on together. You remember that time we used to make songs together, and then all of a sudden now they're flying into another country, and now the cops where they're landing into. So he decides to take all the dreads inside his system. And then this Chile literally is there. You're there. Your boyfriend is there. Your boyfriend is overdosing, man. You can't do anything. He starts converting up. You see, so yeah, and then now you compare yourself to this lady, and you're like, oh my gosh, I am not them. And you know what? It's not. The other solution maybe I think it's singing or screaming. Just go to Karura. It's 100% chance to just scream in that forest, man. Just
let it all out.
Let it all out. Or you put yourself in the sink and then you open the water and then just stay there and you're like blah 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 blah.
You drown.
You can't drown. It's a sink, my guy. It's a sink. You just let the tap out. Or you just sit in the shower. Hapo unafungua maji, unakatu hapo. You cry and you don't even have any hurtful words. Me, I'm so serious by the way. I'm literally telling you things that I sort of have done, and you eventually it just collapses. And now you start seeing the world in a different perspective. Because these things will never stop, Erin. Even from Kitambo, the world will continue moving, whether you die or you stay alive. You need to put that thing in your head. Bro, people are gonna come for your values. They're gonna do everything, but yeah, me, I think those are the if you don't feel like talking to someone, don't. It's not a must.
Okay. Yeah. So I would like to tell everyone out there, it always gets better. I don't see any need of you getting to a point of hopelessness. I think that's the worst place to be, the place of hopelessness. It always gets better. I would prefer, if you feel maybe you have suicidal thoughts, try and get distracted like Karma has said. You can listen to music, you can go to Karura, scream yourself out, you can go to Lagonot or any viewpoint. So try and get yourself distracted, and also there are signs, right? Suicidal signs.
Yeah, there are signs.
So the moment you start seeing yourself having those signs, okay, find a way in which you can maybe counter those emotions. Don't let yourself get to that point. Love yourself that much. Usiache ufike to a point of hopelessness. Alafu, you can picture the world in maybe 2030. So it will be beautiful. Tell yourself you want to see yourself there.
One, it will be so beautiful.
It will be so beautiful. Or maybe 2050.
No, 2030.
2030. Yeah, like there will be a lot that has evolved. For me, I feel like those people feel themselves back in maybe
out.
The 90s. They are missing out a lot on what the world is offering.
You want to miss out?
They'll miss out on first psychology. I'm sure you don't. So just give yourself hope. It always gets better. And I was your host, Sarah. See you next time. Ciao.
Ciao.